Hello everyone, JRDL96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's Nintendo related once again, and this one was totally unexpected. Because I was just only expecting the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which is next week. But Nintendo decided to surprise us with a Nintendo Direct a week before the Switch 2 Direct. So it completely broke the sacred timeline, since I have prepped out all the videos for March, and my calendar currently says April. But the last thing we saw from Nintendo was the first look at the Nintendo Switch 2 back in January, where they also announced the Direct for the Switch 2 in April. When it comes to Nintendo Directs, the last thing we saw was back in June of last year, where they revealed Mario and Luigi Brothership, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. So, ever since, Nintendo has been very quiet when it comes to Nintendo Directs. There was no Direct in September of last year, and I think that broke an 11-year streak Nintendo has had. So, it seems like in this Nintendo Direct, they're just showcasing games that is coming out to the Nintendo Switch, and they made it perfectly clear, once again, that there will be no mention or info about Nintendo Switch 2 in this Direct, because they already have a Direct planned for the Switch 2 next Wednesday. But I totally anticipate them to reference it at the end saying, by the way guys, be sure to tune in next Wednesday for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. But what am I anticipating in this Direct? Nothing really much, because the only major release they have right now is obviously Metroid Prime 4, and that's really it. We may get another look at the game, hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm just going to go into this with zero expectations, but you never know. So I might as well get right into it and see what Nintendo has cooked for us. So without further ado, let's go, shall we? Oh boy. Here we go. Nintendo Direct. It's going to be a bunch of indie games, and that's probably it. A lot of IPs that I don't really know. Like this, probably, is passed down through the ages. Dragon Quest? I recognize that music from Smash Bros. Ultimate. Two tales of brave heroes begin new. This game is currently in development, because it said development may change by final release. Again, this is the thing I like about some of these games, where they have 2D sprites for the characters, but in the 3D environments. I do like that feel to it. I do like that look and aesthetic. And it kind of gives the game a cooler take. Dragon Quest 1 and... Yeah, this is already something we already knew of. They announced this, I think, back in June. The 1 and 2 HD remake of 1 and 2 of Dragon Quest.
I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Hey, Takahashi.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo
Yeah, there it is.
2.
I knew it.
So
I knew it. They were going to say, by the way, we have our Direct for Switch 2 coming up next week.
Was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Again, I'm not really into RPGs.
Escape from dire straits.
Ooh. Space game? No hope. It's a space traveling game or some shit?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
No rescue. This is like something out of Alien or some shit? No sleep for Konami date?
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring.
Now it's involving space traveling.
A special agent with a sophisticated AI called Iba embedded in his left eye. Your mission
Oh,
is to
good
track down
God.
Iris,
And
an
a
internet
freaking
idol who's been
AI,
trapped in a mysterious
you know,
escape.
artificial intelligence encoded into his left eye.
Iris's whereabouts.
Kind of reminds me of that
Into a subject's
short film
dreams to reveal
from
clues hidden deep
the second
within their
VHS
psyche.
movie where they put a
Solve mind-bending
camera
puzzles
in the
an
guy's eye.
explorable environment.
That's what it reminds me
Everything
of.
you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris.
The Iris Project?
No sleep for Kaname Date.
July
The
25th,
Somnium
2025.
Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
So I wonder, like, when is Switch 2 coming out, since they have some of these games coming out in the summer? Detective. And Devil Summoner?
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics
Well,
and enhanced gameplay.
That's the new trend now.
Set in
Remastered
Capital City in
games,
the year Taisho 20,
like remastered
Raido Kuzunoha
games.
makes his living as an
So you're
apprentice
pretty much getting
detective.
the old games
Unbeknownst to
remastered with
others,
new
he also
graphics.
fights alongside
That's the
demons
new
as a
trend
devil summoner.
that we've been getting
To
for the
protect
last
the
decade
capital,
now.
Raido must
Thanks,
investigate
Crash.
a series of supernatural
Not saying it's a bad
cases.
thing, but
Fight in
I can
real-time
understand
battles
why a lot of
alongside
these
demons you summon.
publishers and gaming
Work
companies
with your demons to strike
want
your
to
enemy's weak point.
take advantage of that
Follow
because
up
they
with a
saw the
powerful
success of
attack.
Crash Insane Trilogy, and they're like, okay, let's try to remake some of our beloved games,
Into allies.
like Spyro and SpongeBob Battle for
Can also
Bikini
be used
Bottom and
outside of battle.
Destroy All Humans and
And
stuff
the
like
powers are
that.
helpful
Like,
in finding
I totally
solutions
get
during
why
investigation.
this is a thing. Hell, even Metroid Prime Remastered.
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core.
Shake the
Raido
capital to its
Remastered,
core.
The Mystery of the Soulless Army launches on Nintendo Switch
June 19th.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Of course,
eShop.
pre-orders start today.
Consume darkness.
Consume darkness.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
From Bandai
Where you're greeted by
Namco.
a yellow orb known
Ah!
as Puck. But who is the spirit of
Since
stranger?
it's Bandai Namco making this game, clearly that's a reference to Pac-Man, for sure, since Bandai Namco made Pac-Man. They own Pac-Man. It kind of makes sense.
Examining your surroundings,
It's clearly a
you can
Pac-Man
appreciate
reference.
and combine with Puck to explore
See?
areas you couldn't
See?
before.
I knew it! Of course! It's Bandai.
The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile.
This looks like a
Facing opposing
Metroidvania
enemies, you and
type
Puck
game
can
for sure.
temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash
The
powerful
Gaia
attacks.
form?
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Legends
Oh my,
launches
it's
on
a
Nintendo
dark
Switch
twist on
July 18th.
Pac-Man. Oh, good God.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2.
A
are
bunch of
coming onto Nintendo
remasters
Switch
and
at
HD
$1.
remakes.
Play your
Is this
clone
the
to
common
defeat
theme now
and
at this
give different
point now
commands
with
to the
video games
Patapon
now,
army.
since nothing else
For
is
example,
doing
Pata,
well?
Pata, Patapon advances
It's
them
just a
forward,
bunch of remasters and
while
remakes.
Pon, Pon, Patapon
Look, I get it
has
if
them
you're
attack.
happy for these games, but it's just like that's all we've been
You
getting
string together
mostly.
combos with good timing.
We're getting
The
all
Patapons
these
enter
HD
Fever Mode
remake
and the big boost in
remasters
power.
before GTA 6 comes out.
From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
The art style kind of reminds me a little bit of
Plus,
Rayman
new
Origins,
features have
a
been added,
tiny
so
bit.
you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth. When
But it's more of like
Patapon
a
1+2 replay
rhythmic,
launches
of
on
course,
Nintendo
obviously a
Switch,
rhythmic
July
kind of
11th.
game where you go to the rhythm.
Welcome to Zephyr-Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
What game is Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar?
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive
Oh, a
farming
game
life
from the
has
DS
no shortage
era.
of activities to get up to.
So again, another port, HD remaster,
Tend to your
remake
farm
of
while
a
growing
classic
crops
game.
and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly
So it's
bazaar.
a Animal Crossing-esque game in
As
some
bazaar sales
degree.
grow, you'll help the once famous
Or
market regain
Disney
its former
Dreamlight, I guess you
splendor.
could say as well. Kind
You
of
can
Disney
also get to know the
Dreamlight-ish.
locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
Oh, it simulates real life now?
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr-Town's windy conditions can make travel a breeze. The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system
August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
It could be a new entry.
Next, please take a look at this.
What? Wait a minute. What is this? Is this Prime? Is it Prime? Yes! Fuck yeah! Let's go. More footage of this game. What is this? Portal? Is this like Prime 2? Holy shit. And there's that theme again.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Veros?
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a
That's
path
new.
forward.
She's doing it like that. She's like scanning with her mind like she's doing telepathy.
She's not alone, though.
Of course
Abhorrent
not.
Alien creatures living in the jungle.
Of course she's not
are
alone.
to strike.
Why she have a purple aura? What's with the purple lighting on her suit? Dude, this looks really good. Holy shit.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Psychic? No wonder why she did that.
Allow Samus to operate mechanisms.
Oh my god.
Doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her.
Oh, come on. That's cool. Triple kill.
Were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Oh, some telekinesis shit going on here, right? Chosen one, we welcome you. What the hell? So now she has psychic abilities. She can move objects. She can transport energy to one point to another.
After being summoned to Vuros, the threads intertwining beyond space and time
Carvix,
are beginning to weave a new tale.
a new tale. Oh, come on, nothing? We place our faith in you. Chosen one. Oh my god. What? Wait, what? Oh shit! That looks fucking cool! That looks like that's an awesome looking fucking suit! Dude!
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more.
I think I'm good now on this direct. How do you top
Ready
that?
to stir up some mischief?
How do you top that? How do you top Metroid at this point?
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Oh, it's a
As the
Disney
newest
game.
potionista
Disney
of
Villains
the
Cursed Cafe.
You'll craft concoctions
Cruella,
for Disney
Cruella de
villains
Vil,
and get to know them
Maleficent,
in a new light. Mix
Gaston,
ingredients to brew all
and
sorts
Captain
of
Hook I just saw.
strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors.
Is this game
including
woke
Ursula
too, like Snow
and
White?
Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can
Ah,
upgrade your
Emperor's New
ingredients to
Groove.
produce some wildly wicked creations.
It's all coming together.
The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play.
Oh, good
Who
God.
knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe
It's available now.
launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students
Witchbrook
strive to master the
College.
magical arts.
So you're a
During
witch
class,
in this game.
Use magic circles to perform rituals. Fly on brooms.
Hopefully not to summon
and
the
learn
devil.
advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
Huh. It's a
Or
life
use the
simulator now.
spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
Of course. There's always the online
Explore
gameplay.
this whimsical world on the
You can
road
play
to
online up to
graduation
4
and
people.
beyond.
That's it? You can't play up to like
Are you
8?
ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when
This
Witchbrook
holiday
drops on
season,
Nintendo
at the
Switch
very end of
this
the
holiday.
year, we're only in March right now.
Action,
Adventure, and
arcade
arcade.
games await.
Oh boy.
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate
From THQ
the
Nordic.
mysterious deity.
Man, they have
Hand-drawn
THQ.
platform
We all
adventure
thought
will
was
explore
dead
the expansive archipelago
back in the
where
mid
nightmares and
2010s
wonder
after they went
collide.
bankrupt
Upgrade your trusty
in
hero with
late
magical
2012, early
cards, then
2013.
use its abilities to find
They were
your
the
own
ones
path
that
through the
used to
enchanting world.
publish the WWE
You
games.
uncover
They
the
published the
secrets the
Destroy All
archipelago
Humans
holds.
games.
Find out when
The
Eternal
SpongeBob
Lego
games,
Goldman
Spider-Man
launches on
games.
Nintendo Switch this
No, not
holiday.
Spider-Man. No, I thought that was Activision.
Celebrate the 40th
But they did the
anniversary of
Scooby-Doo
Gradius
Night of
with
100
collection
Frights
of
game as
arcade
well.
shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
But yeah, THQ just decided, we're back, folks, and we're remastering a bunch of great games from our past. Destroy All Humans? SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom? Like,
And Salamander 2. Some titles come
it's
with
fucking
multiple
insane,
versions,
honestly.
including ones from
Oh,
different
they have
regions
the
and
region
launch years.
version, like different
Plus,
regional
take the helm
versions of
with
the
a brand
game,
new
like the
entry,
Japanese version,
Salamander 3.
you know, and the European version. I'm assuming that the
Gradius
PAL
Origins
version or whatever,
launches on the
whatnot. I
Nintendo
guess
Switch system
that's a cool
August 7th.
feature.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
That's a cool feature to have in
Battle
the
to
game.
the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane.
What is this,
to
Guitar
fight
Hero?
monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence
It's a
going with
rhythm-based
epic boss battles,
combat
working
game.
minigames, remix
Oh, good
stages,
God.
and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in
Of
the
course,
future.
DLC.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Another game coming out today.
Let's see what's in store.
What the? Tamagotchi?
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza.
Tamagotchi, that's
Where you can
I
enter the
butchered the
Tamagotchi
shit out of
Connection
it.
series.
I thought it was Tamagotchi, but it's Tamagotchi. I recognize Tamagotchi, but I never
Design
really
classes
got
at the
into
iWork
it.
shop.
I remember those small little
Polish
things
whites
you could
solo
play with.
or with a friend at the
It
dentist.
was like a mini
And
Game
arrange
Boy
play
essentially
at
with an
the
of an
activated tea
LCD
shop.
screen. You can, you know, care for your
12 wonderful
Tamagotchis.
stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town
Tamagotchi.
livelier than before.
I thought it was
With
Tamagotchi.
over 100 new
But they're
and
saying
classic
Tamagotchi.
business is sure to be booming.
Business
Ready
is
to
sure
set
to
up
be
shop
booming.
When Tamagotchi Plaza launches on
June
Nintendo Switch,
27th.
June 27th.
Tamagotchi Plaza. Pokemon. Of course. Of course, Pokemon. Is it gonna end up being unfinished and buggy like the last, you know, mainline Pokemon game was? Pokemon Legends Z
Welcome
to A?
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
Is it gonna be two versions of the game, of the same exact game, but with different Pokemon rarities? Which is something I don't really understand why they do that. Like, why make two versions of the same exact game, but the only major difference is rarity in certain Pokemon? Like, why don't you just release just the game itself on its own solo, and different, you know, playthroughs, you know, can change the rarity of certain Pokemon? I'm not even the biggest Pokemon fan, but I think that would be a pretty interesting mechanic. Like, each playthrough you do, the rarity of certain Pokemon can change. It could change from a small percentage of, you know, encountering one to a higher chance. That's what I think they should do at this point, instead of just making two versions of the same game with different names. Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield.
Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
XY.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
Uh-oh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The ZA Royale.
The ZA Royale.
Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you.
Oh god. Oh, it's more open. It's not like it doesn't cut to like the battle screen like in the older games. It's like right then and there you're fighting, and you can do all the attacks there. Okay. That's interesting. Mega Evolution.
Even more.
He's gone Super Saiyan.
You'll start rank C and work your way up to rank A.
Where's Nessa?
Trainers
Or
who
Bea
reach the top are said
from
to have a
Sword and
wish
Shield.
granted.
Those are the only two Pokemon trainers that I know, mostly. They're gym trainers, I think. I believe there's certain gym trainers, I think. The ones that I just mentioned. Nessa and Bea. Later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night.
Day
It
and
seems
night.
There are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in
Day
the
and
future.
night.
Next, please take a look at this.
What now? How could
Hello
you...
there. The game you're about to see
What the...
doesn't have a big, epic story.
The game you're about to see doesn't have a
But
big
what it
epic
does have is
story.
lots of funny little rhythm games.
I wasn't really
wanna
expecting
see-
that. I guess.
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
What game is this? Jump. Oh. Fail.
It sounds easy,
But it's not. Huh, he kind of got it.
but the timing is super tricky.
Oh, it's one of those... You gotta get it at the right
Maybe you
time.
could try it in time to a rhythm.
Another rhythm game? That's a new thing. That's like the third or fourth game so far that is all rhythm based. Like when it comes to combat or certain like Guitar Hero-esque games.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
What the hell?
With practice, you might even be able to play it
With practice, you might be able to play with your eyes closed. We'll see about that. Watch, there's gonna be blindfold speed runs of this game now.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
Rhythm Heaven. That's essentially what it is. Rhythm Heaven Groove. Next year, in 2026.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry
In
the Rhythm Heaven series.
2026.
It includes lots of music.
So they
produced
have
by renowned
games
Japanese
coming out on
musicians.
Switch in 2026.
What kinds of
What does that
rhythms
mean
do you
for the
think
Switch
you'll hear?
2?
We hope
Isn't
you're
it
looking
supposed,
forward to
like, would it be coming out this year?
it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
What? Digital
Let's take a
games.
look.
Digital? What do you mean by that?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you
Animal
want.
Crossing.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with.
How?
Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
The virtual game card?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What the fuck is this?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Oh. Okay.
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Loading on a second system.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one
And then
and
put it
load
into
onto
the other
second.
one. Huh. Okay.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Only the first time. So
You can
what's
also
the
lend out
purpose of
virtual
it?
game
Like,
cards to your Nintendo account,
like just in
family
case
group
if you got a
members.
new console, is this like
Connect to your
the,
family
I guess
group
the
member
thing that
system
they
through
probably
local
could use for the
wireless when you
Switch
want to
2?
lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
What is the purpose of this besides, you know, loading it to
Maybe
another
not.
another
They can now
console
play on
for
their
somebody
own
else
system.
or another system you
You
have?
can only lend one game at a time to a
One at a
particular person.
time.
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return
And
to
they could be reserved for
you.
2
Making
weeks
digital
before
games
being returned to
even
you.
Easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
What is this like? But what's the purpose? Like, do I not have to
Virtual Game
wait
Card
for the
feature
game
lets
to
you
download
swap
completely,
games between
install,
Nintendo Switch
and I can
systems
play it while it's
to
downloading?
Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
They mentioned Switch 2.
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Oh,
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
it's being updated in late April. That update with the virtual game card. I guess you can... Is that what it is? Is it like one of those things where you can load a game in, a digital game, instantly and play it right away? Is that what it is? Or is it just one of those weird Nintendo quirks that they have where they just do the weirdest thing imaginable and go, hey, we have a virtual game card, you could transfer it over to another game console, or you can lend it over to a group of people one game at a time, up to 2 weeks. Like, what is the purpose of that? That's the one thing I want to know. Unless if there's something, like, unless if it has something to do with, you know, cutting down installation time, because there are games that you have to, like, wait an eternity for just to play it after downloading it.
Uncover history once more.
So I don't know if that was if that's the purpose.
Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
Another remaster.
The Royal Heir.
Mostly remasters, remakes.
Two heroes whose fates and legacies.
The only major thing really is the
in this epic RPG.
Metroid Prime 4, and I guess you could say the virtual game card.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle.
Boom.
And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses.
Oh shit.
What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch.
Another game coming out
today.
now, I guess.
Monumental
adventures await.
Embark on peaceful journey.
Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2, so I guess it's a port.
Wander through isometric worlds.
This kind of reminds me of the Captain Toad game and some of those Captain Toad levels from Mario 3D World. Just the way it's, you know, the way it's like laid out, the thing is laid out, the environment.
While outsmarting the enigmatic crow people.
That's what it reminds me of.
Journey awaits in Monument
But
Valley
but you can't like turn the camera around. You can't like rotate the camera to see what you're doing.
Of the sacred geometry.
Oh my god, that's trippy as shit.
Additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games
April
launch
15th.
on Nintendo
I guess
Switch
there was
April
multiple
15th.
games of this.
Pre-orders begin
Huh.
later today
Monument Valley.
on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3.
Huh.
Setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Of course, they have 3 of these games. Golf. It's a golf game.
A brand new entry in the
Everybody's
Golf
Golf
series
Hotshot.
is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim.
4.
Time your button press just right.
4.
And take your shot.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Backspins.
Oh, that's cheap. Fuck
And
that.
other special shots. In the
I'm not even
single-player
the biggest
challenge
golf
mode,
guy,
compete
so
in tournaments and
that's
face
just
off
so
against
fucked.
a
But I
range
get
of
it. It's a
rivals to
gimmick.
become
It's the gimmick of the
ultimate
game, and that's
golfer.
pretty cool that they're, you know, adding some new spin to
In
it.
Wacky Golf, your
Of course,
shots
there's a
can get
wacky
over
version. A
holes
tornado
or
cup,
obstacles might
mysterious
fall.
monoliths.
It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit
4
the fairway
people
together
can play
locally
online.
or in online play.
Or local.
So just relax.
What, you
and
put
get
pixie
ready
dust
to
on the
tee
golf ball before you hit it?
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots
Did you see him
lands on
use his
Nintendo
drop
Switch
shit?
this year.
This year. What the? Marvel? Captain America?
Some of Marvel's greatest superheroes
Wolverine.
in the fight against evil.
Sentinels?
Pair up 2 heroes
Marvel
from the
Cosmic
roster 15,
Invasion.
including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man,
Spider-Man!
and the ferocious
Web
Wolverine
swing!
to take on the challenge. From close quarters combat
We
to
are
air
Venom.
races, you can mix and match a variety of
It's one of those
heroes
kinds
for
of-
an amazing array of
It looks like a...
possibilities.
The art style kind of reminds me of
Swap between your
Capcom.
team
Marvel's
of 2 at
Capcom.
any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4
Of
players
course,
can
another
assemble
game that you
for
could play
local
online with
online
people
co-op
with.
play.
It's a beat 'em up, essentially. It's one of those, like... It has like that old school arcade game feel. Marvel Cosmic
launches on
Invasion.
Nintendo Switch system
This holiday
this holiday.
season.
That was
That looks cool,
Cosmic
though.
Invasion.
That looks like a pretty fun game. I do like the art style. Reminds me of Marvel vs.
Is our
Capcom.
last game announcement. Please take a look.
Last game announcement. No snap? How dare you? What is this? What the hell?
How refreshing.
Oh, good God. What was this again? What was the name of this? I remember the those voices. Tamagotchi. That I mixed that. That's why I said that. I got mixed up with that with Tamagotchi. 2026 it comes out. Oh Jesus, with the Mii's. Oh good God.
Did you want to talk?
Did you want to
That
talk?
was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi.
The first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Wow, 10 years.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
Oh my lord.
We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Something different that's not a game.
Introduce it.
Hey! Miyamoto!
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to
Love that.
these
Reference to
presentations
Iwata.
have grown into an event
Directly
that
to
many
you.
people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Oh.
This is a smart device app called
Nintendo Today. Is this a way to combat the goofball journalists that claim they have an uncle that works at Nintendo?
We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Animal Crossing.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo
Isabel!
Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Oh shit! It's a
Anyone with a
new
Nintendo account
app.
can use the app, so please try it out.
Okay, I may download this later.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Okay, that's pretty cool, honestly.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay. So that was the Nintendo Direct for March 27th, 2025. Now, I think the biggest takeaway from this Direct is obviously Metroid Prime 4, no question. So Samus is now on this planet called Veros. She gets transported to this planet. And now she has gained the psychic abilities, where she can take energy and transfer it somewhere else. She can use some form of telekinesis, and she can control the trajectory of her beam shots. Kind of similar to how you can control a Batarang in the Batman Arkham games. Pretty much she's now got psychic abilities. And we also got our first look at a new suit she's going to be wearing in the game. It looked fucking badass looking. I believe it was red with some silver in it. It kind of reminds me of the Phazon suit from Prime 1 and the light suit from Prime 2. That's what the new suit looks like to me. It kind of looks like a combination of the Phazon suit and the light suit. But it looked fucking badass looking. But yet, we did not get an official release date yet. It's still just 2025. And that's it. I'm going to guess it's most likely going to be coming out at the end of this year. That's my guess. But besides that, we had a bunch of remasters and remakes and ports announced as well, alongside new entries of Tamagotchi, which is coming out next year, alongside a Tamagotchi game as well, and another Pokemon game. But the most confusing one to me was that virtual game card thing. I don't know what the main purpose of the virtual game card is, besides the fact that you could transfer it to a different console entirely, which they did mention you could do it on Switch too when it does come out. But the other thing they announced is this new app called Nintendo Today. I'm assuming it's just pretty much in a way to try to combat leaks from happening. Like how the Nintendo Switch 2 kind of got leaked before they finally put out the first look trailer. So to combat it, they will give us the news directly to us through the app. I did love the tribute they did for Iwata where they go directly, because that's what Iwata would say. He would directly give you the news. It's essentially a Nintendo news app. That's pretty much what it is. And honestly, that's not a bad idea. If this is a way to combat those stupid leaks from happening, go for it. But overall, it was a pretty enjoyable direct. Obviously, the biggest highlight for me was Prime 4 Beyond and the new psychic abilities that Samus has for this game. I cannot tell you how excited I am for Metroid Prime 4. I have been a huge Metroid fan ever since the first Prime game. Hell, I gotten a tattoo of Samus last year. That's how much I love the Metroid games. Metroid Prime 1 is my favorite video game of all time. So to see another entry in the Metroid Prime games is pretty awesome to me. I just pray to God Metroid Prime 4 doesn't get delayed to next year. I just hope it does not, because that's the last thing I want to deal with right now. Because I've been waiting for this fucking game for nearly 8 fucking years when they first announced this back in 2017. I did not want to wait 84 years for this, okay? Overall, that was a really fun direct. They're obviously saving the bigger news for the Nintendo Switch 2 direct next week. So I wonder how insane will that direct be. We'll find out next week. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make collabs with Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I use an actress of cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!